It all started when you're just looking at lines, charts, you're just like, you don't even know what's going on. That's when I had that epiphany where everything started to just click. They can do it, like, there's no way that I can't do it, right? I'm broke, I'll tell you that, I'm broke, but things are starting to click. Instead of trying to be a day trader, I'm just actually gonna be a day trader. So you guys are gonna see lots of different content. You guys aren't just gonna see like freaking charts everywhere all the time, you know what I mean? Because I know some of you guys don't watch me for that. This is real life now. Okay. So in today's video, boys, we're gonna be going over my reasoning as to why I chose trading and my epiphany in trading. Like, when did I have my epiphany where it was like, so basically the questions that I'm going to be answering is, why did I choose trading? How did I get into trading? And why am I so delusional about it? Because for those of you that don't trade, maybe you guys aren't familiar with the financial market industry. It seems very like you don't know what you're looking at. Like, you're just looking at lines, charts, you're just like, you don't even know what's going on, bro. So it can, like, you might even, you see someone doing it, you know, you tend to question them, like, what is that, you know? Like, there's no way that, you know, there's no way that they can actually make a living off of it, you know? And so to start this whole story, it all started when I was 16 years old. When I was 16 years old, you know, I kind of already knew the direction that I wanted to go in. I kind of already knew that I wanted to dedicate my life to becoming successful, to being financially free and doing something that pretty much achieving my goals and my dreams that I had as a kid, right? And so from 16, I started to, that was when I had my first job at 16. My first job was McDonald's, and which was like the best job to have as your first job, because it's so shit. It's so bad. And it just showed me, like, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to listen to somebody. I don't want to have a boss telling me what to do. Like, I don't like that whole idea. So that was just even more fire, even more fuel to the fire. And so from that point on, I kind of started to realize that my life was moving, that I was growing up. And so I basically started to do some research and kind of see, like, okay, how can I make money? How can I, you know, be a millionaire in the future? How can I, this was way before dropshipping. This was way before, like, everything that's going on right now in the whole entrepreneurship space. This was way before everything. This was way before even trading was like cool or whatever. This was like 4 years ago now. Like, yeah, I'm 20 now, so that was like 4 years, almost 5 years now. And so I was going through some passive income ideas, money, some side hustles, you know, some side jobs, side gigs, and I came across stock trading. But the way that the video was describing it, I remember it kind of vividly. It was talking about investing in dividend yields and then making an income from the dividend yields. But I didn't want to make money like monthly, because it sounded very slow. Like, it sounded like you had to wait, and you had to also buy a lot of shares to receive a lot in dividends to even sustain a comfortable living. And so yeah, so from 16, that's when I got introduced to trading. That's when I started, like, I downloaded Webull, and I pretty much, like, kind of wanted to see what it was, because in my mind I was like, okay, there's people who are making this work. There's people who, like, they know something that I don't, right? And that kind of, like, intrigued me to just keep learning and keep knowing more about it. And so I was 16, so I wasn't able to open an account under my own name and information. So I had to convince my mom or my sister to open an account for me. And I remember it too, my mom was like, what is this trading? What is this, gambling? That's pretty much how everybody sees it. And, it took a lot to convince them. But long story short, I convinced my sister. She opened me an account. And then at 16, I was I was investing $100 from my paycheck at McDonald's. And I was kind of just getting a feel for the charts, getting a feel for the markets, and I was losing money. I was losing a lot of money, and I've lost a lot of money in total. And so, it kind of showed me like losing money. It kind of showed me that there's a psychological game to it. There's a trading is not trading. Like trading, it's really a byproduct of who you are as a person. If you're a disciplined person, if you're a person who is working on yourself, a person who is focused, a person who has his mind clear, then whenever you go into the charts, whenever you approach these markets that are out here to destroy us, it can mess with your performance, and it can mess with your ability to execute the trade, right? So that's kind of what happened to me. I pretty much got my first foot in, and I got ate up. I got freaking chewed and spit out. And so that's when I kind of realized, like, okay, I need to work on my psychology. I need to work on learning how to control my emotions. I need to learn how to work on being disciplined, right? This was way before my whole self improvement journey. And so that is what initially led me to self improvement, because then I was like, okay, if I want to be good at this thing, I need to be a good person overall. I needed to develop myself overall. And so then I found self improvement, and that's where from like 16 to 18, I was on a self improvement journey where I was working on my mind. I was reading books, I was watching podcasts, I was studying, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, and just filling up my knowledge, journaling a lot on what I wanted. And so that was pretty much, you know, that. And then 18, I kind of like, because it had been 2 years since I had traded, so it kind of was just like in the back of my mind, because like my last experience with it was losing. So I was like, and then that's when dropshipping came out, that's when ecom came out and stuff like that. And so that's when, around I was 18, that's when I started to do ecom. I started to learn ecom. Created my own clothing brand, and I started to learn about ads, learn about TikTok and digital marketing and content marketing, sales and marketing, and all this, you know, business stuff. And so I kind of like didn't really focus on trading as much. And then I just kind of like focused on working on myself still, and then trying to build up that brand. So I was doing that for a good while. And I hadn't really seen results. And, I am now 20 years old, and I've been on this like self improvement journey since then. And since 18, so I basically put a pause on the whole ecom clothing brand stuff, and then I focused on content and short form and digital marketing. And so I was journaling earlier, and I realized that where I went wrong was I didn't focus on one thing. I didn't stick to one thing and just focus on that thing throughout the years, or else I probably would be a successful trader right now. But in this reality, I'm still not a successful trader. So, but yeah, so now I'm 20, right? And then at the beginning of this year, whenever I had my encounter with Christ, I basically prayed. I prayed to God, and I told him, I said, like, please help me in my business. I told him to basically come into my life and transform me into the person that I needed to become to succeed in business, and to also, manifest his glory through me, through my business. and stuff like that. And whenever I started to do that, bro, like I kid you not, man, like trading kind of found its way back to me somehow, like it was kind of just like popped back up in my mind. And so I kind of started to get back into it. I started to, just hop on the charts and kind of just mess around, read price. I was like, man, like I didn't really have that confidence, you know what I mean? But like I would pray on it and I would pray for things like that. And it's like the resources that I needed just kept coming and they kept coming. And so I came across this video that basically talks about how like the charts do the same thing every day and how they're like, what's the word for it? They are programmed. And so then it kind of just started to make sense. Like that's when I had that epiphany where everything started to just click for me. And I was like, bro, cause bro, I'm seeing kids, man. I'm watching like, well, now that I'm like 19, 20, open up my YouTube and I see 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds, these kids that don't really have very good communication skills on camera. They just, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, there's no, that quote that says, there's somebody out there who's less talented than you, less qualified than you, and they're doing better than you simply because they took action. And that makes me furious, bro, because I'm seeing all these, I don't hate, I don't envy, but it just makes you mad towards yourself for not believing in yourself. You know what I mean? And so I was like, bro, like if they can do it, like there's no way that I can't do it, right? And so I had this realization where I was like, bro, all I need to do is find a way to find something that repeats every day and just do that, right? And just focus on the actual skill of trading and focus on actually being a trader. Like that's my career basically, if that makes sense, and then just focus on that because guys, like I'm broke. I'll tell you that. I'm broke, but things are starting to click and things are looking very, very good to the point where my life can change literally like next week. You know what I mean? And that's all because our, you know, our goals are already our reality. Life is it's a glitch. It's a matrix. It's not real. It's a simulation, so to speak. So it's all just an illusion, bro. Like you're fighting against yourself to achieve your goals, and really all you have to do is just become the person that your goals wants to attract towards. Like instead of trying to be a day trader, I'm just actually gonna be a day trader. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to be confident or in the gym or whatever, I'm just actually gonna be confident, and then I just act, and then I just am. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's kind of like my story. With trading, why I'm choosing trading, why am I making it my everything. And it's because I have really, God has put some clarity in my mind, some confidence, some trust that this is gonna work, man, and it's working right in front of my eyes, man. And it's just, I'm just looking forward to everything that has to come and everything that's gonna come on this channel, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna document the whole journey, and so I just want to like bring you guys with me. I just want to pretty much like in the process of me documenting my life, I want you guys to take some type of value from my struggles, from my problems, and use them in your own life and kind of like avoid those things so that you can get to your goals faster than what I had to pretty much do. So yeah, man, that's why I chose trading. And you don't have to choose trading. Like even if you're not a trader, you don't have to watch me because I'm not just a trader. I don't want to just limit myself to one thing. I'm a trader, I'm an athlete, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a content creator. I am a, follower of Christ. I am a chess player, like you guys saw in the other video. I'm a pool player. Like, so I'm just trying to be the best I can in literally every single aspect of my life. And so you guys are gonna see lots of different content. You guys aren't just gonna see like freaking charts all everywhere all the time. You know what I mean? Because I know some of you guys don't watch me for that. So don't worry, man. Like it's not. I'm not gonna bombard you with charts, but it is like when you're a trader, man. And if you're a trader, you know, like this stuff is addicting. Like you get addicted to the results. You get addicted to that growth, and that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I saw that it works, and I saw that I have the ability to make it work, and now I'm just like addicted. Like it's literally Saturday right now, 7:32. I've just been like editing videos and kind of like planning for the upcoming week and stuff like that. And I like am so bored, bro, because the markets are closed. Like I hate weekends now, bro. Like I like literally when it's Friday, bro, I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, why can't it just be Monday already? You know, like it's so funny, man. You start to change your life, and you start to enjoy the weekend instead of you start to enjoy the weekday instead of hating the weekday and then waiting for the weekend. For me, it's vice versa. I actually hate the weekend because that's when all the businesses are closed. That's when all the, corporates are closed, the markets are closed. Everybody's kind of taking a break, so there's not really like a lot of movement, a lot of volume, for like all the business owners and entrepreneurs and people like that, but once I get to that level of freedom, then it's like I'll be able to, like, every day will be a Saturday basically, so but yeah, man, so I'm just chilling right here. I was just chilling right here at the desk, but I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys, and pretty much also for the documentation, because I'm gonna come back to this video in the future and just kind of like reflect on where it all started and whenever everything started to shift. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy this video, man. I just wanted to come on here and pretty much explain to you guys what's going on right before it happens, you know what I mean? That way you guys can be expecting it. You guys can be looking forward to it, holding me accountable to it and stuff like that, man. But I'm gonna show you guys all the good, all the bad, the ups, the downs, everything, So like, even like, just because I said that, now I'm gonna tell you guys like the downs that I'm going through in my life right now, basically. So as you guys know, I quit my job, so I don't really have income coming in, and then like I have bills. I had a car. Like when I was making good income, I made a dumb decision and went to go get a financed car that was out of my budget, something that I couldn't afford, but I thought I could because I was making a lot of money. I felt like I was on top of the world, and I was just working a blue collar job. So I went to go get a car, and now it's the biggest mistake that I've made in my life, man. If you're young and you're still like in the process of getting a car or you're getting your driver's license, man, highly advise you, do not lease a car, do not finance a car, buy a cash car, because like it will hold you down so much. And so right now, that's kind of what's my situation. It's like I don't have income from a job like that. Like I have a server job, but they don't really schedule me, so I'm not really getting hours. I'm not really making money. You know what I mean? And then the bills are still, I have my phone bill, I have my insurance bill, I have my gym bill and stuff like that. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. The only thing that I have is trading, bro. Like that's what I was telling you guys. Like this stuff has to work, or your boy's gonna be sleeping in his car or so whatever, man. But here's one thing, and I'm gonna tell you guys one thing, and this is true. No matter what happens, no matter if that does happen, if stuff has to come down right before going up, like no matter what, bro, like I'm always gonna be back. Like I'm always gonna come back, you know? I'm always just gonna have that resilient mindset and attitude towards life. But but yeah, man, so that's kind of the current situation right now. That's why I'm really taking all this stuff more serious, and that's why I'm really focused more now that like kind of like reality is hitting me. You know, this isn't like just some motivational, like inspirational, like this is real life, bro. This is real life now, you know what I mean? Like, so I have to figure it out, and I'm gonna figure it out, and I've already figured it out. So now it's just a matter of time, basically. But that was it for today's video, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow's church day. And I'm going to take you guys on a ride with me so that way you guys can see kind of like how my weekends are spent. But I'm going to let you guys get out of here, man. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's been JR, and I'm out.